Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Padres are going to take on the Pirates to get us rolling today with Musgrove. He gives you a solid effort. I'm okay with Musgrove. Going against Luis Ortiz here. Both these guys have ERAs up in the high threes. And, my blood is boiling.
I know, I almost feel bad because I feel like I was like pulling you along to take those Padres with me yesterday.
Yeah.
There was, I could tell the reluctancy, but I was trying to urge you on.
Right. I was whining about the price. Why would I play $1.65? I thought they'd win.
I did too, right? So I guess I can't go back on the Padres today.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm taking the Pirates. I'll take them on the run line here. They've been competitive at home, right? I mean, that's just kind of the way it seems. Ortiz is looking good. Has given up less than 3 runs in his last 4 starts. I think that's the way to go here today. Taking those feisty Pirates on the run line.
I'd probably do it. What I always say out of spite with this team right now. Look, you got to wonder. I feel bad because Padre correspondent. I said at the beginning of the season, elite managing. The Padres got Bob Melvin. This is the type of guy they need to get it over the top. Now it'd be lucky if he makes it past the All-Star break. Now, that's not to say they don't trust this guy. He's certainly is a high-level manager, whatever. But, if you're not getting the right reaction, then hard to find people to argue, what the Padres' problem is. It's an underachieving offense for all the money in the world. The bullpen, the stats are there. Yeah, they've had some bullpen blow-ups, but the stats would say they're among the best bullpens. Maybe the starting pitching is a shakier, but isn't any shakier than was expected. It's supposed to have an offense that's supposed to just power you through the season. Okay. Enough
my
of
nose
that.
is still giving me fits. I got to blow my nose again.
Okay, well, I'll just sit here and complain. Go through the chat picks. Howard's calling the Bumdres. Pirates run line for Jeremy. Fernando, what can I do? Every day I do it. Fernando, D1, San Diego, first 5. Ron's going to take the Padres. And look, here's the problem with taking the Padres. It does seem like the bookmakers aren't necessarily even adjusting, or the players are still playing the Padres. Again, I was maybe first to whine about the price of the game yesterday, hesitant to get, I'll just take enough wasting time. Let's take the Pirates here we'll take them on the run line. They'll probably win. These are the underdogs we're supposed to take. Maybe I'll just do an emotional hedge and I'll start betting against the Padres all year so that when they don't make the playoffs, I'll at least have some money in my pocket. We'll be doing it, Jeremy. I don't know how we're going to do it. Maybe we'll just be doing big major conferences early in the week. We'll just pick a couple games a day and get close, and then we'll do night games on Saturday. That's how we'll do it. Tony will probably build it up throughout the week as well. I'd like to make sure we get every game covered. Maybe I'll do videos of the smaller conferences.
There you go.
That's what I'll do. What did Tom say here? -200. Anybody betting the Padres, give your head a wobble. Absolutely. All right.
Well, I was watching the Mariners yesterday, right, in that mid-afternoon-ish game.
Yeah.
And they said this was the day that the Mariners won on an 18-1 run, before All-Star break. So, I mean, you always have something to look forward to there with your Padres team.
Yep. Well, look, to be fair, right, as much as, and I'm not saying Padres, because I think, I know, just got to.
Ron, you weren't with us last year for football season? I thought for sure you were. I can't remember when you guys joined up. I know Crush was with us for the whole football season because that's kind of when we started.
I would say, from the very first day I was on the team, I was on the Padres case. I was say, I expected a slower start. I didn't expect it to continue, certainly, because no one did. So, shoot,
Or you mean come on the show for football?
oh yeah, I mean, hey, like Tony said, he's looking for capper. Well, I know not everybody wants to cap, and they like to be on shows. I don't know if that's part of the deal here at Tony's Picks. Tony calls. We go with what Tony kind of tells us. That's why we're here. So, all right.
What was your dog's name again? Was it Bailey? Can't remember.
Whose dog is that?
Luis, the Great Pyrenees.
Oh, okay.
What was his name? Her name? His name?
Okay, we'll take the Pirates. We don't have to. I didn't even get to handicap the game. It's okay. I'm on the Pirates.
I mean, I get your handicap. It's anti-Padres. What it is.
Well,
right?
Look, they're a team that can. They're a team on any given day can go out and win the game, especially a game like this against the Pittsburgh Pirates, but not at $1.85. Should have saw that. Should have stopped yesterday. Stopped you or whatever. I can't say it like that. You said it. I said it. Look,
Hey, they hung in there for most of that.
I'm going to take the Padres sometimes. I'm never going to be one of those guys. I'll never bet on this team ever again this season. Nope. Every day, everyone starts with a 50-50 chance in my book. It's just a matter of what the handicap is and which way the line is moved. All right, here we go.
And here was a 5 spot in the 7th, right? I mean, what can you do?
Oh, joy, Well, again, Bob Melvin, hopefully he, makes it on the plane ride home from the road trip. But what do? You've got all, there's nothing else you can do. You spend a little money on a manager, but if you might have to just find the right, and who would it be at this point? What type of manager could they even get? So issues. All right, Detroit and Texas. Here we go. Olsen coming in here against Bradford. Bradford, they're 0-3 when Bradford started, Mindy, and here you do have another. Actually, though, this line has been dropping quite rapidly. It's actually 165, 9.5 under 20.
Wow, that bad? I mean, I like the Rangers here. I like them again on the run line, just as well as I did yesterday. I still think no matter who we got here on the mound, I think this matchup always favors the Rangers and those hitters. Still putting up 6.43 runs of offense while only giving up 4.23. So taking the Rangers here on the run line.
Okay. Rangers on the run line for Mindy. Boy, you'd have to think. The one thing I am going to say, the steam has come rolling in here a little bit just within the last few minutes on the under. Now I'm showing that's why that move 9.5 under 20 was 9.5 over 20, but just a pretty big discount here makes me want to look to see if there's already been lineup information. That Padre game, by the way, it starts in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to get some information here. I swear Will Vest just came. You talked about Boyd with his elbow injury, and looking, just popping this up on the screen. This has nothing to do with this game, but I didn't know that Will Vest, who actually ended up coming in the game the other day, he's now just hit the IL as well.
Oh,
Detroit has just had a brutal time here. Okay, nothing today yet. Looks like on the injury report. I'm not sure. So maybe it's just a big discount because the Rangers have come back to earth a little bit of late. But I think at this price now, you said run line though, huh?
Yeah, I'll take them minus, or they got to win by 2. I'll take them.
Okay. Well, I want to take the Rangers as well. That was one game that we were able to take down yesterday. Yes, with the morning steam picks. So I don't mind coming back with them again. This looks like a great discount. now you're going to get probably even money or better on the run line. So let me catch up to the chat here. Thanks, you guys. Tom Leach, he's our kind of guy. He specializes in winning.
Right.
Okay, Crush is on Texas. Jeremy's on Texas. Luis ready to come in on the Tigers. I will say that steam is. I mean, there's something to the move. I'm trying to figure out if it was personnel related. I guess I'm chalking it up to the fact that the fade train started a little bit on the Rangers, but I don't know. After seeing last night, Mindy, that probably still a considerably better team than Detroit when playing at their best. Yeah, they've given a little bit back here. Tom says team total over. Ron's on the Rangers. It is going to be plenty of Rangers. That's why we can kind of make it a consensus play here. Here's a little bit of under as well, but when you see, what was it, 190? I saw some numbers that were even a little bit higher than that. I don't know how legitimate they were, but yeah, no, I think everyone has Bradford listed, but he's not. It's bullpen game. I would think here for Texas in this one. I think this was going to be a spot for John Gray, if I'm not mistaken. Ron's tossing the hot dog again. Okay, Londo on the under. All right, Dre's on Texas. Yeah, let me see, Howard. Maybe I'm hard to be a YouTube capper. Give out the free. Yeah, but you know what? To me, there's almost a side and total on every game. I mean, it could land right. Here's one of the things that always someone says, can't get on that game at minus 120. The line's right on. And then later in the day, maybe the regular lineups come out, no personnel change, and it's $1.40. Well, I got to take the dog, don't I? I tell myself that. Okay, I think we got. Okay, one more Detroit here. Butterscotch. And Mayor says Texas. Let's try him again on the run line, Mindy. I'm always the one, let's take him. Here, I'm actually quite comfortable with $1.65 as well. I don't know if it'll go down. It couldn't go down much further, though, could it? All right. So let's take Texas. We're on 2 run lines here.
Look at us go. Ramon's favorite.
Guardians and Bieber, Royals and Greinke. Bieber here $1.55, 9 under 20.
Yeah, the Royals did not have a good outing there yesterday. I thought that would be the one that they had a pretty good, chance at, Ramon, and just totally put up a big flop there. So for me, though, today on this one, I don't know which Greinke is going to show up here today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take under the total in this one. I'm hoping he has a decent outing. It's just one of those. He does have the elevated ERA at 5.31. But on his splits at home, he's been pitching well, 3.77. So I'm going to go somewhere here a little bit in the middle, and I'm taking under the total 9. Not expecting, like the 11 runs or so they put up yesterday.
Yeah, because Cleveland can't hit very well. That was just an anomaly. I want to say yesterday to get all those runs. Maybe not to win because Kansas City was starting Austin Cox. I know you said some good things about him, but we want you got to see a little bit more activity, a little more success from a pitcher like that. Bieber is certainly pretty consistent, but still giving away nearly a more than a third of a unit per game. He's often a overrated favorite here, so. I'm gonna, since I don't want to give out any favorites as premiums right now, and I'm scared. I don't know. I've got to like Cleveland in this game. I don't necessarily think it's an overwhelming price for me. I'm not going to be on Greinke here. 9 ERA in his last 4 starts. We know he's better at home. He's got to be, and that's what you're going to see.
Right?
Well, right. I mean, look, that's what you're going to see. I think that's his talking point, but that's what you're going to see from Hall of Fame pitcher. Let's, you kind of held me to the fire a little bit. I was saying, well, Royals Hall of Fame for sure. Maybe I think he's going to make it. I think he'll make it when the time comes. It may not be the, first go round, certainly, and we know that, but great career. And so when you have a great pitcher, at home on his last leg, I know a lot of people talking about where could Greinke go. I'm not sure if there's a spot for Greinke on a postseason team. I think he's here to play out his career in Kansas City. And you never know, a team, especially we don't know the way these games are going along and the way we're seeing more and more of these, put it together bullpen game. And when you get into the, late stage of this season, the way it's starting to evolve, you just need a bunch of pitchers. All right, Guardians for Tom. Oh yeah, no, that was great. You can, say what you want about the great one, but I watched that and I was in total agreement with that. And it's something that you need to execute, and I don't do it. Okay, let's do under 9. Hey, Walk This Way is here. Hey, you can call them the Indians here on this show if as long as there's an interesting documentary coming out about a film producer went actually to talk to tribe people about their feelings about team names regarding Indians. So I want to see, it sounded interesting. Cleveland, all right, Cleveland and under, thanks to the chat. That's the way to do it, Solo. You know it. Yeah, sometimes Greinke will do it. I'm going to be on Cleveland today as a favorite. Mindy's on the under. Just want to make sure we get everybody in here. Thank you so much. One day we won't be able to get all the picks in there even. We'll have so many. Or will we? I don't know. Could be just 100 of us from here on out. All right, Tyrone, look at this. A lot of Cleveland here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you guys, thanks a lot. Okay, don't do that to me right now. Can you hear me, Mindy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh-oh.
Am I the one that you can't hear? You can't hear me?
No, I thought it was me. I can't now. I thought my video was cutting out. Sorry, everybody. Just working through this little bit of technical
the video might be cutting out maybe a little bit. I was reading the comments there on my phone. You seem to be okay, I think.
No, I think it's on.
Nathan said he could hear both of us, so. But maybe Ramon is.
No, it feels like it's on my end.
Yeah, I mean, you're a little bit pixelated, but I think you're back. I think you're okay.
Okay. Thanks, you guys. Bear with us just a second. We'll get through a few more. Maybe I'll just kind of use the comments. I think that's both of the. Okay, we're back. We might be back. Okay, a lot of Cleveland in there. Mindy's on the under. I think we can safely move forward here with the next game.
What do we got?
Okay, I'm showing Hogan Harris here possibly as the pitcher today for Oakland. We talked about the big story already with this series. We can, celebrate it again, but Oakland is slumping badly. It wasn't necessarily, Domingo Germán, he's, on the downside of his career. So he came in through a perfect game on the A's, and the Yankees ended up mashing them yesterday. So You called it yesterday, Mindy. You had the Yankees. I think you said watch for Ramon. He could be, dominant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right every once in a while. It happens. So yeah, I was looking forward to him, especially after he had such a really bad, horrible outing. I think it's with those veterans a lot of the times that we don't really think that they're going to continue to be bad, and it's one of those, right? Like say with Cox for the Royals, they have to prove to us that they can be good. It's kind of like with Herman, things like that. You have to prove over and over that you're being bad. That's kind of how I see it. And Clark Schmidt, for me, just hasn't really been all that great here this season. And it's the same thing with Caprillion. Just hasn't been great here at all. I'm going to go ahead and look to the over total in this one. I mean, you got a 5.21 ERA with Clark. James has a 5.97. I think, again, it could be that the Yankees go ahead and take advantage, but I don't really trust Schmidt here in this spot much. So going to take the over.
All right, Mindy says go over in this one. I'm not disagreeing with you that it could be Caprillion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was
I'm
well,
sorry.
no, I
That's
don't
right.
know.
You said that it might be Harris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I feel like Tony had it. I believe Tony had it as Harris as well, but there definitely was plenty of Caprillion out there. So I'll end up taking the over here, I think, with you, especially. Look, let me see. I don't know if we can even get a line yet. I mean, that was, I think, more my projection. No, I think we're definitely seeing right now without a starting pitcher announced. So you'd have to take action here, but it's about 180, 8/15. Pretty close to what it says right there on the screen. I'll take the over with you in this one with Oakland and the Yankees. Just note that Schmidt has gone under in 7 straight starts, and Caprillion definitely goes under. I just don't know if he's going to be in there right now.
Right. Yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot about Hogan.
No, no. There's no. I don't think there's any proof to it, Mindy, at this point that Harris is the guy. There's no book is listing a starting pitcher yet. Line services are not either. Maybe someone has some opinion on that. Let's go to the chat. Yeah, we're all caught up. I know that whole last game got kind of awkward, but it wasn't anything in our pick there or our 2 picks. It was kind of about catching up with the video, I think. All right, Luis is on the Yankees. Crush is on the Yankees. Ron says Schmidt gets the win. Top G likes Yankees.
Lives by Yankee Stadium.
Oh, okay. Thomas says Yankees. Maybe the A's can battle back today. Sports AI on the over. I'll take the over with Mindy as well. Despite Yankees going under quite a bit. There's no doubt, but I'm going to be on the over here. Day game today. We don't have any lineup information, but probably see some people sitting out of this one. We know the Yankees. It's just been it's tough to get on any Yankees. Look, they got some runs yesterday, but the offense has been bad without Judge. Everybody knows that. But at 8 runs, I'm going to have to be on the over. They might certainly get to 8 here of these 2 teams in this one. All right. We're on the over 8 with probably the one we know the least amount of
right.
Complete information. So I guess the way I can put that. All right. Here come the Rays and the Diamondbacks, kind of mopping up the series here with Littell. It hasn't started yet, but he has experience here in the major leagues, certainly going up against, Brandon Pfaadt's back. Nothing, his ERA is way up there, but he got run support when he was pitching previously. So, anyways, the Rays are a favorite here, I'm sure. Now, about let's call it 115. for the Rays right now. I think they're going to be moving up here. 115. The total is 10. The total's 10 flat.
Yeah, they didn't score many runs yesterday. I was rooting for the over. They got to 5. Only halfway there, but today with Brandon Pfaadt on the mound, he has that 7.9 ERA here at home, 8.37 there overall. Still going to go with the Rays here today, even though we have a little bit of inexperience here at pitcher. Still score 5.13 runs of offense. Also still have the better bullpen. Taking the Rays here today.
All right, Mindy on the Rays in this one. She'll lay it. It's probably $1.15. It might even be a little cheaper at some of the sharper books, certainly here. Let's go into the chat and see what they've got. I don't know. It's tough for me on this. This game's,
a lot of these are tough. These like late pitching announcements.
Yeah, right. There were 4 games today where the information was a little incomplete coming in. Ronnie Chirinos, I would guess, could get some run in this one for the Rays. Arizona's playing pretty hot right now, and winning 13 of their last 20. It's been Tampa Bay. Certainly fair to say, a little bit back down to earth now. No longer the best record. We know the Braves have passed them. The Braves are the favorite now. Come on, who's gonna say that the Braves aren't at least the favorite to win it all at this point? I've got runs in this one. These pitchers, inexperienced, shaky at best. Littell, 6.57 ERA. Pfaadt, you mentioned his numbers as well. I'm going to go over 10 for sure in this one. Mindy's on the Rays. Chat kind of laying low, it feels like, with this game.
Lack of information. Bobby Smith, though, came in with that under 10. Oh, is Bobby new? Bobby, are you new?
Yeah. I kind of agree with Thomas. I don't know which game the mayor was saying there, that nerfy. So I'm going to start right here. Thomas says early games, a lot of runs. Today maybe it looks like it, but also don't forget, I think we talked about yesterday, kind of a day to some players get rest when they're on the getaway games, the day games where the road team is getting out of town. That's why they play day games. Really, everything's the businessman special. No, they play day games so you can get to the next town and get some rest. You guys know that. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, but I mean, you guys know them. Okay, Ron says Rays here. Crush on the Rays. Good to have Crush back.
Right.
Sports AI says Arizona run line. Miles. Over with me. Diamondbacks for solo. Rays in the money line with an under. Here's Bionic on the Rays. Rays an over for Fernando. Rays for Takia. All right. Thomas on the Arizona run line. D1 Arizona run line. Lots of Arizona run line. And they're the plus 1.5 at I'll say only minus 160. It looks like the margin's a little thinner here on this game. So, all right. Bobby Smith here today. How about that? Under 10. Okay, but a little bit of over here. Doran might be able to get a 9.5 or buy it down. I don't know. Is it going down? Oh, okay. It was a nerfy in the Yankees. All right. Well, we got to keep it rolling here. Mindy's on Tampa, and I'm on the over. Next up, your Angels. Yep. Mindy taking on the White Sox here. We had the Angels yesterday. Didn't work out. No. But here, they're going to be favored. Down to $1.25 now. 9 over 25.
Yeah, this is one of those that Sandoval just hasn't been good, no matter how you look at it. Tried to be on Sandoval quite a few times. And then Lance Lynn hasn't necessarily been, great out there either. 5.79 ERA on the road. Sandoval, 4.37 at home. Lance Lynn, he does put guys on, a lot of walks. I kind of expect this one to be a wild one, a high scorer, Ramon. I'm going to go over that total today.
One thing we do know Lance Lynn does is strike him out. Had that big strikeout performance of, 16 Ks.
Yep, he does have 11 Ks per 9, Sandoval, 6 Ks per 9.
No, I still try. It's hard to give Lance Lynn the benefit of the doubt. He still has an 8.1 ERA in his last 5 starts. He's 0-3 in those games. So it's kind of tough, but man, wow, Mindy. So I'm gonna be on the Angels. I'm pretty sure though at this price. Is it really 125 now? That looks like it's gone down. I don't know if there's we gotta just check. I gotta check this injury list. See if the Angels have already announced anybody who is sitting today. I feel like that move might indicate that there is down to $1.25. I saw an opener as high as $1.60. It does worry you seeing a drop like that, because with the Angels, you can immediately jump to the conclusion that one of the big two, if not both of them, are sitting in the game because of a 30-cent move. At this point, I don't have any information that says the big stars are going to sit. I'm going to take the Angels in this one, hopefully, Mindy, that the stars will be in there. I can't pass on $1.25 in this matchup right now. And Mindy, you said over though?
Yep, I'm taking the over.
Okay.
Sandoval just hasn't been good. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what to think if he can get this win here today or not, Yeah,
and the Angels are just 1-6 in his last 7 starts. So, but I'm looking at the price to be $1.25. Sure. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, the old business person special, right, Doubles? That's how they got you to take off of work early, get out to the ball game. It was a different era. All right, Crush says Angels money line. Dre says, oh no, let me get it right here. Oh, here's Scotch with over as a Scotch lock in this one.
Scotch lock. There we go.
Ron has ceased pitching. I feel that Lynn is the pitcher today. Sports AI Chicago on the run line. Thomas likes the oh, there he said it. Yeah. Luis on the Angels. Yep. Okay. Fernando on the over. It was 8 last night. Oh my goodness. I know. I never got a shot at that. Doubles. Luis Robert. Here's White Sox money line for Fernando. First 5 over for CTG. Tyrone. Angels money line. D1. Angels over. Bobby Smith. Under 9. I don't know if we've had Bobby before. It looks like a new name to me. Bobby, thank you representing. We're up to 120 today here, Mindy. Thank you, everybody. Man, thank you so much. Let's hope we get winners here. I'm on the Angels. Mindy's on the over. A couple of plays there for you. All right, Mindy, the Marlins. Hey, I had the Marlins. We had the Marlins yesterday. I had the Marlins. We had the Marlins yesterday in this one. I also gave out the total under on my leaderboard video where I talk about everybody who's handicapping great on TonySpix.com. Didn't get to mention myself, but we had the Marlins yesterday. Premium. It's Luzardo Day. This one's a pick. Total 9/15.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good matchup, I think. It's one of those, like, historically, I think of a Miami team not scoring so many runs, but they've been just getting it done here. I think slowly moving up that runs per game average here. Red Sox, again, we know they can hit, but their bullpen has kind of been blowing everything up for them here as of late. Been really inconsistent. It's one of those like I think I have this bias in my head that I think that this Red Sox team is better than the Marlins, but I don't think that's the case. I'm going with the Marlins here again for another back-to-back victory here versus the Red Sox.
Yeah, well, the only thing that has me in a little bit of trepidation in it is that I've been a big supporter of Bello, and his numbers have been very, very solid, 1.74 of late. But Luzardo certainly is a solid pitcher out there as well, and it just feels like the Marlins in their pursuit of the Atlanta Braves. I mean, that's going to be impossible now, but wild card Marlins are live, as live as anybody with the way they're playing right now. They're just playing great. I would think they're going to capitalize on this momentum. They've won 18 of their last 24 games. Still, Boston's lost 6 of 7 now. So Marlins did a good job yesterday. I'm going to take them again today with Mindy.
Right.
I want to be on the Marlins. Yeah.
Consensus play number 4.
It's a lot of Marlins in the
see that.
chat.
They're like blowing up the chat. That's good. I feel a
Yeah.
little bit better about that.
Takia on the Marlins, Sports AI on the Marlins. Fernando's going to be on the Red Sox. Look, this is a pick'em. This is a pick'em. Brett says Luzardo over. CTG says look to the under. I would think so as well.
Same.
There was a little bit of 9.5 out there. I don't think that was going to last because I would think that these pitchers have to be looked at as pretty decent. Here's Crush says he's got a Nerfy in the Nerfy in the game and Marlins money line. Luzardo's allowed a run in the first inning in just 2 of his 16 starts. Bello's allowed a run in the first inning in just 3 of his 12 starts. Miami scored a run in just 14 of 81. That's one of the lowest conversion rates in the league in the first inning. Boston's 22 of 80 scoring in the first inning.
Wow, that's a big number.
Nathan says the fish. Thomas says Miami. Bionic on the Marlins. Tyrone Bell on Miami. Fernando on the under. D1 on the under. Yeah, Marlins are a good, they're amazing, right? The Rays and the Marlins both. Look, I know the Rays, maybe they're slumping a little bit, but just these are maybe, kind of the way we're supposed to be doing things a little bit. Everybody talks about how the high payrolls are losing this year. We know everything's kind of changed ever since. I don't want to say the pandemic is a turning point in society or whatever, but whatever reason, the rules have started to change. This is big picture stuff here. And now, look at the bullpen games. Now you got like 4 or 5 teams a night starting to do this.
Right.
All right. We're on the Marlins.
Let's go, Marlins.
Enough philosophical handicapping. Who am I to say the best way to handicap it? I've got the line here now on this one, Mindy. It was the game between the Giants and the Blue Jays. The Giants had that, as you like to call it, incomplete information. That's what we know for the Blue Jays. The Giants will start. This is going to be, right now I've got it here. All right. For the Giants, it is Keaton Wynn. He'll get the start today. This is his first major league call-up for Keaton Wynn, I believe, right? No, he's been in there. He just hasn't started yet. In fact, he picked up a save. Against the Cardinals in his major league debut, a 4-inning effort back on 2 weeks ago. So he's made 3 appearances. He does run pretty deep. He's pitched 4 innings, 5 innings, and 3 innings, all in relief. And now he gets a start here. So maybe he's an opener, but it sounds like he's averaging 4 innings a game. So it sounds like he might deal a few innings here for the Giants.
All right. Well, I'm going to be back on this Blue Jays team here again today. I
Couldn't
think
sell you on Keaton Win, huh?
no, not so far. I mean, maybe after tonight, we'll see how it goes. But Bassett's done a good job, right? I mean, giving up only 6 runs in his last 4 innings here. They've won their 4 of their last 6 games as well. Bullpen's doing a good job. I'm going to go ahead and go on the Blue Jays.
All right, Mindy. I'm just, getting the line and everything ready here a little bit, so bear with me on this one. Mindy on the Blue Jays going against Win. And look, it is listed. I think the books are even starting to list Win. But when I see his numbers that he's actually going 4 innings an effort, and we know that a lot of people might have had Walker, the opener, penciled in as the starter, like they were going to go with an opener this game. It wouldn't surprise me if Walker ends up pitching in the opening in the game, and then Win, who certainly is showing to be a middle inning kind of stuff, but maybe they're serious about giving him the start. Numbers are good, so. Let me go with the chat here first.
Sure.
So I'm kind of gathering my notes here with Win as a starter. Gonna have to I did see that pop up within the last since we started the show, but I just wasn't able to kind of address it here on my notes and be ready for Mr. Win. Okay,
All right.
Let's take a look here at what the chat has to say in this one. Fernando is on the Giants. Luis is on the Giants. Crush is on the Blue Jays. Solo says the Giants. This one's going back and forth. A little bit of a mixed bag here. Mindy said the Blue Jays. And I'll be on the under. I think I'm going to be on the under here in this one. Giants have gone under in their last 3. They're hot, man. They won 12 of 15. Toronto back at home. They're always tough. That's why Mindy's on them here. Butterscotch says San Francisco plus a 1.5. The mayor of Baltimore is on the Blue Jays. I'll take the under in this one with San Francisco and Toronto tonight. Not feeling, further investigation needed for me, I guess, to call it a premium with you, Mindy. Okay. Now, I knew not much opinion there. Let's take a look at the Brewers and the Mets. Scherzer $1.85, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, this is another toughie here today for me because I don't really know what Hauser's gonna do here. He hasn't really been starting much. Was beat up pretty bad versus the A's the last time he threw. Scherzer has won his last 2 starts, I believe, at this point. I just think the Mets probably have a little bit better bats here, so I'm going to take the Mets. I'll take them on the run line here today in this one.
Right, Mindy says take the Mets and lay a 1.5 with Max. Probably at even money or better. Probably can get a little plus money on that right now. Max is 5-0 in his last 8 starts with a 3.56 ERA. The Mets, though, have lost 17 of their last 23 ball games. Brewers are 8-4 in their last 12. We've made fun of their bats a little bit, Mindy. But
well, that's going to be the thing, right? Can the Mets win by 2? That's the toughie. I kind of go back and forth. I think the Mets get it, but I don't know if the Mets win by 2. But I think more than not, they'll get it over the Brewers, just because I think the Mets lineup has a lot more ability to light the scoreboard up.
The Mets have only gone over in 3 of their last 15 at home. This is going to be it. I like this premium. I'm not sure I can support the run line with Max at this time. Brewers starting to play a little better. Mets aren't giving enough consistency with that offense. That's what worries me. I'm going to go with the under here in this one with Hauser. Yeah, Hauser's had a little bit of difficulty for sure. Still has just a 4 ERA this year, but 7.63 in his last 3 starts. But I will note he's gone over in just one of his last 7 games. So at 8.5. I'll take the under. I was going to use it as a premium. I'm not sure I can just back the Mets so here on the run line. I'm going to use this up right here. I feel real strongly about the under. And Mindy's on the Mets on the run line.
See what Perky Sanderson's here, though. Ramon? Perky Sanderson third.
Hey.
Oh, nice. I like new folks to join us. Glad you guys could get in the chat.
Let me see. Oops, sorry about that. Wrong game here. Here's Solo leading us off here with the Brewers. Okay, great. Glad to have you, Perky. Leroy Mets first half. Bionic is going to be on the Brewers on the run line. And Thomas didn't like the side. He'll go over. I'm going under, Thomas. Nathan says lean Mets first 5 money line. Perky's on the Brew Crew. D1 says first 5 Mets. Butterscotch on the under. Darren on the under. Fernando, what is he saying about this one? Brew Crew. Yeah, too big a price maybe here. And Takia's on the under. D1's on the under. Bobby Smith today says Brewers money line. Luis on the under. All right, Mindy's on the Mets on the run line. I'm on the under. The Astros and the Cards. JP France on the road here, $1.15. 9.5 over 15 going up against Wainwright.
Oh, Wainwright again, huh? Last time I watched him was what? When he was in London. Didn't have the best outing there. So that kind of worries me with my pick a little bit because I know he has that elevated ERA at home, right? 7.03. But again, I kind of feel like he's one that can do much better than this, 7 ERA. I have this game coming in right at 9. My play is going to go ahead and be on the under as long as it's staying at 9.5 there. It's, again, a little bit of a lean for me, guys, out there. But that's going to be my play is going to be to the under here in this one.
No, let's go ahead. Look, we need 2 to make it official, and you're not overly confident with it. But I think at 9.5, I feel pretty comfortable with. I want to go under in this one. After I don't know. Look, last night it did go over. I gave out an over on my sponsor video here on the Tony'sPicks.com in that one. So I feel I got a handle on the total with these 2. Wainwright, he's been certainly, bad numbers, no doubt about it, but do have some issues with the Astros right now, the consistency in the offense. The Cardinals have won 6 of their last 9. Wainwright under in 5 straight starts, despite some poor numbers. So I want to go under with you in this one at 9.5. That's what catches.
Right, cool.
I think that's
what works. Then it makes me feel better about my pick. See, I like it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what catches my eye on that one is the 9.5 because, well, quite frankly, look, it's 9.5 juice to the over. When's the last time you saw? I mean, I know we're dealing in a new era. I've been leading the charge of the new era talking about the runs, but I don't know if there's ever been like a 10 in a Cardinal home game ever. So we're going to get there, I imagine, here very shortly. So let's see here. I think AI's on this game. Navkaran Sandhu, welcome. Nice to have you here. Okay, here comes some picks. Zordon says, take the Astros. Wainwright's pretty bad. He's pretty bad everywhere at this point. JP France.
Especially bad at home.
JP France, a 5.5 ERA. He does cost you 0.4 of a unit every start right now, but he hasn't been terrible. It doesn't get a lot of run support, quite frankly. Astros money line. Okay, a little bit more here. Darren says he's seen the 10 out there. Wow. Fernando, Astros. Thomas, Astros. Here's Bionic on the Astros. D1 says under. Fernando's on the under. And all right. Butterscotch says Houston money line. And we'll take the under here. Let's team up.
All right. And maybe we could get it at 10.
Let me take
nah, not really.
Well, I'll take a peek at it. I mean, no. I have not seen the look, I saw there was a 10 opener out there. DraftKings, I see what you guys are talking about. Maybe it was. DraftKings may have opened at 10 under 15. Wow. Takia on the under, Tyrone Bell, Astros, Mayor of Baltimore on the Astros. Yeah, we'll see. And we'll take the under in this one. Phillies and the Cubs, Taiwan Walker on the road, a favorite here. Call it $1.15 now. This total, that's just wrong. But let me see if it's a move or did I just type it in wrong? Because I'm showing the total is 10 right now. No, there was an opener of 9. There were plenty of 9 openers. Wind must be blowing out. We'll get the Scotch update, but I'm showing mostly 10 unders right now in the Phillies and Cubs.
All right. Well, what do we got here today, Ramon? So what do we have the line at?
Like some wind.
Oh, let's go ahead here. This one's a little bit tough for me, but I'm going to take the Cubs here, and I'll take them on the run line. I think they're sitting at about minus 160. I know Walker's been pretty good. I know that. I kind of feel like maybe the bats are heating up for Philly a little bit, but I kind of feel like Hendricks has been really, really solid. I was wrong on him last time. This time I think is his day to get this done. He has that 3.77 ERA here at home. No home runs yet this season, so that's a good thing here too. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Cubs here today. Again, everything's really, really closely rated here for me on this one.
Yeah, well, it's just business as usual for Kyle Hendricks, working that ERA down to 2.6. He's only had 6 starts now, but this is this is the Kyle Hendricks that we get when he's, performing well. You might want to cast him aside and think that his career is on the downside, but he just comes out with these are solid numbers. If you project him over a whole season, but he's a little bit behind the curve as far as the number of innings at this point compared to. So you need a bigger sample size to see if he can keep it up. So Phillies obviously playing very, very strong as well of late, no doubt about it. And let's see, yesterday you gave out the Phils, I gave out the over. Is that right? Not bad. Okay. Let me get with the chat here on this one. I want to see what they have.
One of these, like I always look at sometimes you have the Cubs here that are, they're the home team, right? And again, sometimes I think it's hard for them. Again, I sometimes feel like you just kind of get enough at the end of the game for this Cubs team to kind of pull something out. That's kind of where I'm going. Why I think they can go ahead and take the Phillies here in those later innings.
Yeah, and I'm trying to catch up on the weather here. Maybe I want to see how. Like I said, it's obviously blowing out. One the Scotch here. I'm not. Am I going to get to that comment? Here's Fernando on the under. Oh, here comes doubles. Possible storms today. He says Tyrone's on the Phillies. I want to say, not hello. I mean, we know who's been, but I obviously have been pronouncing Politican's name wrong. I don't know what that. I'll see what that is, what that means, and I apologize to Politican. Politican for the people. I just looked at it and I felt like, man, politician for the people. Why wouldn't it be that? Trans
Yeah, I guess it's missing an I there at the end, huh?
Yeah,
For it to be
so
a
Politican. I don't know what that if there's a meaning to that, but I'd been saying it wrong the whole time. So I do want to apologize actually for that because Politican has been such a great contributor so far. Thomas is on Philadelphia. I actually was. I never go back and watch our show too many times, Mindy. Not too obsessed with our show, but I was watching it one time, and I noticed it on. I never had noticed it going through, even though Politican has meant, probably commented on a dozen or more shows. So here comes the Bionic on the Phillies. Doubles right there. Scotch says, "Take the Cubs." You're getting it right from our, pardon me, from our Cubs correspondent. Okay, Fernando says, as a dog here, yeah, they are the dog in this game. Miles says, take the Cubs. Phillies for Randy Hoover. Bobby Smith gives you an exact score line. Because we're still not okay. Politician. It's got to be, if it's not Politican, it's got to be Politicin.
Right. It still says one who's actively involved or skilled in politics, especially one who holds office. Here, poll, and I don't know.
Okay, so it is a variant of being a politician.
Politican, yes. I think so.
Paul I tick and for Paul I tick and
I think it's a
Politican. All right.
Gosh.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to be, we're trying to do a sports show and I'm all worried about this. But hey, that's
I know, but we want to get it right.
Oh yeah, no, we do. These guys are so important to us. All right. 5 Nathan says 5-4 either way. My weather is not loading. That's why I'm stalling, Minnie. I'm sorry. All right. I guess I gotta pull the trigger in this one, and I'll take. Oh, Okay, here we go. Miles has it. The wind is only 6 miles an hour. 6 miles an hour, and that's it. And we're looking at a 10. Hendricks knows how to negotiate the wind in Wrigley. Certainly. I'll take I'm going under. I'm going under 10. Maybe it's blowing out. Maybe the weather report's delayed. I'm not going to not trust Miles, but I'll just take the under. I don't know why my weather's not loading. Here's the Dodgers. They're going to be a $2 favorite with Emmett Sheehan here, who, we've seen him out there a couple of times so far with mixed results, good ERA, but he's a Dodger, so probably going to be a great pitcher one day, I'm sure. Chase Anderson has bad numbers, but here you're still the Dodgers. They're not making anybody shake in their boots. We saw what happened yesterday. The Rockies in a wild one. Yeah, the Rockies in a wild one, kind of similar to this, right? I mean, young pitcher, we don't know what you're going to get, a little bit unexpected against one of Colorado's veterans. Everyone says, Freeland, he's okay, but he's, Rockies were the team that got it done yesterday.
Yeah, they did, right? I mean, it's one of those with Emmett Sheehan. All I really have is a 1.5 ERA. Can't be bad. Plays for the Dodgers. He's not Mr. Grove. I know Anderson's been roughed up the last time, right, versus the Angels, but before that, he's been pretty good. I'm gonna go under the total here in this one here today, Ramon.
Yeah, look, I mean, is that? Yeah, I'll give you 12 and a half. It's definitely 12. It's even juiced to the under. Apologize there, folks, and the Mindy, but still a Colorado game. We're probably gonna have to. Boy, that's kind of the direction that I lean as well here in this one. Colorado's gone under in 7 of their last 10 at home. Anderson's gone over in his last 3 starts. Dodgers have gone over in just 2 of their last 8 on the road. I'm gonna take the Rockies. I'm gonna take the Rockies plus a run and a half. I don't like the Dodgers in this situation. Mindy.
Tough to take Dodgers on run line. I don't know.
Mindy on the under. I'll take the Rockies on the run line plus $1.05, $1.10 or so.
Yeah, I had plus 111 on my sheet. 111.
Darren's got the Dodgers to cover in this one. Double says Hendricks giving up the long ball. Watch out. There's that over. Let's see who had it. Sports AI says over. Darren says take the Dodgers to cover the run line here, maybe. Well, Dre says Dodgers run line. Yeah, we got a virus, Miles. Tyrone's on the Dodgers. Butterscotch says lay the Dodgers on the run line. Dodgers money line for D1. Takia says go under. Politican. Just got to go with that at this point until I get convinced what team total over possibly. Thomas on the Dodgers. Fernando first 5. And money line Bionic Dodgers. Reginald Luker's here today, and he says, take the Rockies on the money line. Luis on the Rockies. I'll take the Rockies. Mindy's on the under.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay. Have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.